Hi everyone, it's Milena again. Thank you a lot for checking my videos out. I hope you're doing fine, and today in this video I would like to share with you my experience with the ordinary products. I currently have 4 of them and I previously had some others, so perhaps I can mention them too. And I think I'd like to start with this one, peeling solution, with alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids. So alpha hydroxy acids of 30% consist and beta hydroxy acids of 2%. So it is quite famous and popular, I'd say, product from this brand, and it is quite strong and powerful in my opinion. Probably not for really sensitive skin. My skin is actually quite sensitive, but it is currently like recovering, I'd say, getting much more stronger, and it is definitely not as sensitive as it used to be. And I would say that sensitivity of the skin, it is not really the type of the skin, it is rather the stage your skin is in. So I think it is possible to perhaps make your skin, let's say, less sensitive, to cure it from that. So I've been using it for a really short period of time, let's say. So basically this is rather my first impression on this exact product. I'd say that it works and it definitely makes a difference to my skin texture, especially where I have like large pores and such. It seemed to minimize them, or well, it just makes them less visible and such, which I really like. I mean, it really seemed to work in that direction, so I believe that it is quite a strong product that can like maybe even reduce scars from like acne and such, even for like wrinkles apparently. So I would say that probably it's just gonna like make fine lines less visible and such, because how it just have this influence to skin. I mean, I like it. I use it just twice, but I actually use it twice in one same week, which I don't recommend doing if you think that your skin is, you know, slightly sensitive even. Also, I don't recommend to have it on your skin for way too long. It says actually under 10 minutes it should be, but maybe even less you should have it on if you think that it might burn or anything in your skin. I don't think it's gonna burn, but perhaps, yeah, it might make your skin a bit like dry and such, so I don't recommend doing it. Also, don't apply it on wet skin and such. Also, since it actually says so, perhaps I don't really need to mention them. It seemed to be a bit of like, it gives like tingles on your face when you have it on, like it feels a bit like a little burns. Oh, I'm not sure how to explain the, you know, the way it feels, but yeah, I mean, it's not super uncomfortable or anything, so I'd say it is okay. I'd say that it is effective already, and I can definitely see already some difference. Also, for me, it is mostly about skin textures that I really would like to change, let's say, or to make difference to, and it seems to work in that direction, which I really like. So I like it. Don't forget to use sunscreen and such when you use stuff like that, by the way. So you're supposed to apply sunscreen before your makeup. If you use, for example, that type of things in the evening, in the morning you just should apply your sunscreen before makeup and such. So also I started using another quite strong, I would say, product from The Ordinary, which I actually don't recommend using in the same day you use different type of acid peelings at all. I don't recommend doing it. So the one I have is glycolic acid of 7%, and I mean, it also actually works in the direction of like making, first of all, your skin color better in the way of like reducing redness, actually in the long, you know, way. Apparently it's gonna do that. Also, it has great influence on skin texture, which I really like. Also, it just makes pores maybe not smaller necessary, but they just feels and they look, I'm not sure, cleaner maybe, let's put it this way. The way your face look, it just very different, you know, when you use this, when you start using this product. So I really like it. Also, apparently it is great for acne skin and such. So yeah, I mean, apparently it even also works like great for like wrinkles and such. So I'm not sure about that, as I think that if you use too much of it, it can dry your skin too. and I could already feel it as I used it in the same day when I used my peeling from Pixie brand, even though it was very gentle. But I think just don't use such things together. It's not a good idea at all. So from my personal experience, I don't recommend doing such things. I really like it as I'm currently trying to make my skin texture better. I've been using it for a few days every day actually, and yeah, I really would say that it works. I heard some people use it not only on their face but also on their body skin, and some people have been using it on their apparently scalp, especially if they have like oily hair and, well, let's say oily scalp too. So apparently it makes difference and make it less oily and such. So it's very curious how some sort of acid can sort of, you know, make such a big difference in all the ways. Like it can apparently have a good influence on your skin tone, on your skin texture, and apparently it seems to have some anti-aging obviously effect if it works in the way of like making your wrinkles less visible and such. So it's all very curious, all very new for me, and I definitely was very skeptical about all this. I didn't realize that acid really work in that way, if I'm honest. I would think that if it works to, like, let's say minimize acne, it wouldn't really work for skin with like dryness and such, but just be careful. Obviously, I think it can actually dry your skin if you use too much of it. And honestly, I don't recommend to use it every day, even for people with skin like mine that is, you know, slightly sensitive still. So yeah. Anyways, also don't forget to use sunscreen. It actually says that it is very important to apply sunscreen when you use these glycolic acids. Here I have hyaluronic acid, is B5 vitamin. It is my second bottle. I really like it. Definitely moisturizes my skin and locks the moisture in. So don't forget to apply moisturizer on top of this. And also it actually dries off very fast. So I like to apply my moisturizer very fast after I applied this, and there is not really much time to go through my face with a jet roller, which I would like to do when I use serums like this, but hyaluronic acid seems to dry very fast, so I can't do that. Also, I don't like using it under makeup as it seems to make it messier, even though it feels very nice on your skin. Also, here I have this retinol of 0.2%. You need to see because they have many different retinols apparently in the ordinary brand, so don't use it with other retinoids and such. Also, I would recommend to apply moisturizer first when you use this, because if your skin is very sensitive, it can slightly burn your skin. It can basically give you redness, which you don't want obviously, so just be careful. I use it very rare now, very not often it is. So also it lasts for ages due to its texture. I dislike texture, absolutely don't like it, but it actually works for me. This is why I keep using it. So textures seem to be like so greasy. It feels like oil and I really dislike it. Also sometimes it would just get in my eyes, even though I would be super careful. So I really don't like it about it. Just be careful. But I mean, it really seemed to work. Apparently it is great anti-aging product, and it doesn't really like moisturize or anything in your skin. It works in the way of like renewing your skin. So yeah, it makes the process like faster for your skin. So apparently this is how it works. It is a great thing also, but I guess I wouldn't also recommend it with other strong things from this brand, as I guess it can burn your skin even more. I have this feeling. And also I heard that it is great to use with ceramides. I actually use lots of different CeraVe products, so yeah, I actually do that. So I read in the magazine, which I actually trust, that articles that I read, that it's great to use retinoids with ceramides. Apparently they become even more effective and such, so it's a great idea to do so. So also you should keep this like bottle away from sun and such. Be careful, because apparently it's not so good for this ingredient, retinol in general. Also, it also says that it's important to use sunscreen if you use this. So before makeup, don't forget to apply your sunscreen, or well, I always say before makeup because this is how I do it, but you know what I mean, just don't forget about sunscreen. Be careful with this one. Again, it can actually burn your skin, especially if your skin is super sensitive and such. So yeah, I guess it depends on the percentage of retinol. If I'm honest, I don't know that much about it, so I'd probably have to research it a little bit more, but I just really felt like sharing with you my experience with those products. So previously, years ago, I had another serum from this brand, and I don't remember what it was, to be fair. I have the feeling it was retinol. I liked it, but again, I felt a bit of like discomfort due to the texture of it. I really don't like very oily textures and such on my face. So yeah, also I had a foundation from this brand also years ago, and I made a review on it actually, so if you want you can look for it and you'll find it. Why I say it? Because I really disliked that foundation, and now I have these feelings that makeup products from this brand are not so good. Well, at least that foundation really didn't work for me. Like, I was very not impressed. I was disappointed actually. So the texture is bad, the color I didn't like, so just sharing with you, I really wanted to be honest. But I heard lots of things about The Ordinary products, and I'll tell you this. I think if you want to use those products, you need to know something about some of those ingredients, at least some basic things. You can't just put it on your face, you know, and forget about it, let's say. I think that if you want to use them, at least read about them before applying those on your face. It's really important, as it feels like those products are definitely for people with some knowledge, or again, just research a little bit. This is my advice. So let me know what you think. Perhaps you have some information about those products you'd like to share, or maybe you know something that you'd like to share about other products from this brand. Also, in general, I'd say that those products, they work for me, and I can definitely see some results. I like it when my skin texture gets better. This is how it is for me. Anyways, let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you soon.